boy. He's a good boy. Come here. He's a good little chicken. Oh, she's just chicky boy. And he's gone.
Hello, and welcome to Social Suicide with Monica and Molly. Woo! Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
This Halloween, we hope you're jamming like a jellyfish. Listen, before you go there.
What?
I need to tell the people that this is the podcast.
Oh,
where just by putting mics in front of us and hitting record, we are committing social suicide, and we're doing that for you, our 17 fans.
Our 17 fans, they're so loyal.
They
Thank
are
you so
and they're
much.
chomping at the bit for this episode.
No, they're chomping.
Oh, you guys have been
Chomping.
asking. You're dying for it.
You want
Listen,
a Kit Kat?
we went trick-or-treating, a.k.a. I bought a shit ton of candy because I knew we were going to need it today.
We're going to fucking need it. We did need it. Blood sugar. Sea level.
Did you say sea level? The sea level's rising, bitch. I guess ours is now.
Oh, okay.
Listen, we're a bunch of dumbasses, and you guys put microphones in front of us, a.k.a. Guitar Center put microphones in front of us.
I was going to say they didn't. We did. My Navy Federal credit card.
Shout out Navy Federal.
Shout out Navy Federal. She said, I'm not a civilian.
In case you can't tell, I'm a modern day witch.
And I'm Taylor Swift. The gay Taylor Swift. fuck. Ooh, bisexual queen.
Is she?
That's what people say.
Okay. Go Gaylor.
Go Gaylor.
Oh no! What does a modern witch do these days? My sister was like, I'm meeting with my coven on Sunday, and I was like, why can't we just be normal?
Wait, what? Was she being fucking for real?
Yes. Like, we were talking because, like, my brother's incredibly religious. My sister and I mean, like, I'm right down the middle. Don't give a fuck. My sister apparently has joined a coven. I should ask her. I should be like, what do witches do these days?
Hex the patriarchy.
I'm just going to bring down the patriarchy with a couple of spells.
Yes, I'm going to put a spell on Donald Trump so he gets jail.
Yeah.
I don't know. What if they just make a bunch of TikToks?
That's probably what they do. They're just like, I just charge my crystals in a full moon.
Deadass.
Yeah.
Deadass. That's the modern day witch.
It's the modern day witch. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
Charging crystals.
I'm appropriating the culture right now.
I'm sick
As
of you.
you should do on Halloween.
It's it's
the
only
one day
holiday they can get away with it.
I can get away with appropriating white people.
And I, as a white woman, can get away with anything. Oops. My bad. I won't be, I don't know.
Appropriating cultures?
No, I won't be
anymore?
appropriating cultures this Halloween.
Not this Halloween. Maybe
Not
next.
this Halloween. Maybe next. I don't know.
We'll see how the world is next Halloween.
Last year I was a man for Halloween.
God, that's so hot.
I know it was hot.
Did you make out with anybody?
God, no.
That would have been so
Because
cool.
it was like the way all I had to do was tie a bandana around my head and draw on facial hair.
Yeah.
The way I just morphed into like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like so easily too. And I was like, that's like really scary.
Yeah.
That I have such masculine features.
You really don't.
But I do.
But it's just so. It just goes into like the fact that gender is such a construct, because it's like it could be knocked down so easily by just a bandana.
Monica, I didn't know that I was the way I'm about to rip these sunglasses off my fucking face. What podcast are where the fuck did that come from? Why am I in a college level course on gender studies right now? I don't have the mental bandwidth for that fucking conversation. Like, I fully agree.
I know. Well, anyways.
You're wrong for
Back
that.
to our regularly scheduled.
I gotta take these off. I felt like I was like 3 seconds away from a major panic attack because I was just like in another fucking dimension. Like I couldn't even make a fucking joke because of these stupid sunglasses.
I can't wear sunglasses inside. I'm the same way.
No, like I'm hanging on by a thread today. For everyone, we had like technical difficulties like forever, and all we had to do was just like
turn it on and turn it back on.
Yeah, dead ass. Turn off the soundboard and turn it back on. And the way we lost it.
I was like, we can't record today. We can't record ever again. We're going to have to take it back.
Like, oh my God, this is what we get for buying a pawned off soundboard. Like, that's what we get.
Yeah.
Fucking coal.
Well, guys, this is our Halloween episode, our Halloween special.
Spooky.
I am going to scare these kids so bad.
That's our motto for this episode.
I'm going to scare these kids so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And since it's a holiday special, we're going to do something special. Monica, do you want to tell them what
I'll tell them what we're going to do.
Okay, so for this Halloween holiday special, we're going to do a little bit of a social suicide roulette of sorts, I guess you would say. A lot of people meaning like maybe 5, said that they wanted to be on our podcast. And we're like, ooh.
We're like, oh, we're not that type of a podcast.
But this
is strictly me and Molly trying to be funny, trying to escape the realities of our jobs.
Exactly. Have something to be like, oh, this is my side hustle, so I don't literally
do that.
But also bathe with my fucking toaster.
Yeah.
So
make it feel a little bit less like Groundhog Day.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it for sure.
So we thought on our specials we would call these friends that want to be on the podcast, and no matter where you are or what you're doing, we'll see if you pick up, and if you do,
then
we're gonna roast you.
Roast. You said arrest. I was like, a citizen's arrest?
We're gonna roast you live on air.
Let's fucking do it.
Let's see. Who are we gonna start with today? Do you want to start with your friend Erin?
Erin will be so excited.
Okay.
Let's call Erin.
Let's call Erin.
We're calling Erin Collins. She's gonna be pissed.
God.
Hi, this is Erin Collins. Please leave a voicemail or a text message and I'll get back to you. Thank you. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Erin Collins, you're on Social Suicide with Monica and Molly. You missed our call, so you'll never get another chance to be on this podcast.
That's really sad for you.
Yeah.
I need therapy.
How could you do this to us?
It's really sad.
Eat shit. Bye.
That's what's gonna happen.
Let's call one of your friends.
Okay, we're gonna try Brit Bucklee.
Who's Brit?
Brit is I met Brit when he was my boss when I was interning, my first internship out here.
This is a man?
He is a man.
Okay.
He lives in New York City.
New York City. The most devious bastard.
Brit, if you don't answer, I'm staking my relationship on this. Hello, Brit Bucklee.
Hi,
you
Brit.
are on Social Suicide
with Monica and Molly. Welcome.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So you should know I'm technically at a drinks meeting and I stepped out for this. So
Oh, good. Okay. Well, this is obviously really urgent.
I'm so fucking special. Holy shit. This is our Halloween episode. It's our Halloween special. Tell us.
Spooky.
Yeah. Who are you going to be for Halloween? What are you doing? What are your plans?
It's still up in the air, and at this point, I think my plans are a little too ambitious given the time constraints, but I was planning on being Mugatu from Zoolander.
I love that. I also considered being Mugatu.
Oh my God.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did.
Molly, you should do it.
I still might.
form an army of Mugatu.
Like, let's all just be Mugatu.
Brit, I'm desperate actually to see you be Mugatu too.
Me?
No,
Or
Brit.
But let's see if I can pull it together. But I might end up just being a skeleton, or something.
I feel like you're always a skeleton. It's just kind of your
such a
natural
good
demeanor.
I think you can just order a Mugatu costume. Like, I think you probably can just order one. You have to
That's
be
a good
able to.
point.
They have Spirit
It's
Halloween.
the wig. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's literally just
Monica,
the
what
wig
are
and
you
like a
doing?
corset.
Excuse me?
What's Monica being for Halloween?
What's Monica being?
What's Monica gonna be?
You know, I'm very tempted to be Tony Soprano still. I'm like, I think it's going to happen. I was invited to an actual Halloween party where the requirement was bring somebody you want to make out with. And I was like, oh, I desperately want to do that. But I'm like,
Bring someone you want to make out with?
yeah. But I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can like make out with somebody as I'm dressed as Tony Soprano.
If the one time that you should make out with someone is dressed as Tony Soprano.
You think so?
I was going to
Absolutely.
say, you're going to find, you might be surprised. I think you're going to find a few people who would be down.
Okay. All right. This is a confidence boost I needed. Maybe I will. I mean, it's pretty easy to be Tony Soprano TBH. I'm just
You
gonna
gonna
wear
get
a
a ball
robe.
cap or something?
No, I'm gonna wear a robe and I'm gonna do like a slick back bun
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and like
That's
pajama
smart
pants.
that's smart for the robe. I thought you were gonna get one of those like bowling shirts that he always fucking wears.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
I love him like out on his front lawn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carry around a newspaper.
No, I love that.
You need to get some ducks. You got to carry around like a thing of
Yeah,
like
you
a
should,
loaf of
yeah.
bread and get some ducks.
Wow, yeah, that's a good. Oh my god,
You could probably get like a gun to put in the pocket or something with that add
yeah,
to
that's
it.
definitely something I should bring to a party.
Yeah, I think so too. A loaded gun.
You don't bring that to parties?
I always bring a loaded gun to parties.
I am going to scare these kids so bad.
That's the vibe.
That's the vibe. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Britt, okay, we have to ask you some questions. Do you have anybody on your stomp list? Do you want to add to our stomp list?
Mm-hmm.
You're a stomp list?
Yes.
Yeah. You can add anyone and everyone to the curb stomp list. It means if you ever see them in public, you hate them so much that you're willing to go to jail just because, like, you're going to beat their ass if you ever see them in public.
Oh, God.
I know.
Molly, her first ad was
John Mayer.
Also
Scott Rudin.
Scott Rudin.
Okay, fair.
We also added Funko Pop last week.
Yeah.
or a couple weeks ago.
Just like the creators of Funko Pops. Who else?
I don't have a huge vendetta against him, but I find Pete Davidson very unappealing.
I fucking love that ad. I don't know what button. I don't know what.
That's a good ad.
That's a really good ad.
I love the sound
I
effect.
kind of like
Yeah.
him.
That's you like Pete Davidson?
I kind of like
People-
Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
but-
I do. I don't get it.
That's the thing with him is that like you like him, but you also like understand putting him on a stomp list. He's kind of like
Yeah.
Adam Sandler in that way, where you're like, I kind of just want to pants him.
Yeah. See, we kind of added Adam Sandler to the stomp list, but it's like I just want to pants him. I don't want to beat him up. I just want to pants Adam Sandler. Like, just cause him some embarrassment.
So what are we gonna
I
do?
don't need to beat him up, but I do just want to punch him once.
Just
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
One good right hook. That's all I need.
Yeah, I think I could punch Pete Davidson in the gut.
Yeah, no, I love him. Just kick him in the dick for sure. That that 15-inch
fair, too.
long dick that everyone's fucking talking about.
I've heard
I
great
don't
things
believe
about
that.
him.
I don't believe it.
No, I don't believe
that.
it. I don't believe it either. I think all these girls are fucking nuts.
So I got to go. But
All right, Britt.
All right, go do
Thanks
your
so
job.
much for being on our show.
thanks for the call. Thanks for the
Kisses.
call.
Thanks.
All right, love you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
What a good guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Love Brit. He used to live
Brit.
here.
What's Brit short for? Or was he born a Brit? Oh my God, Monica.
What is
you
his,
don't even know.
What's his full name?
Britannica?
I know. I actually don't think it's short for anything. It's like something about his full name is very British. So it was
okay.
like a nickname.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
The way
it's
you're
like-
fighting with that hat.
Yeah. And I'm winning. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can stop me. Monica versus hat. Monica's on top every fucking time.
Enough of that.
That really hurt my throat.
The way I think there was no emotion behind my eyes as I did that.
Meanwhile, I'm fighting demons.
You're fighting demons, and I am losing a battle with my own fucking mind right now.
You're losing it.
Oh, good Lord. All right.
Before we call anybody else, did you have any developments from the last week about maybe any Halloween
Developments.
I'm talking about like for your stomp list. Any Halloween stomp list?
Oh my gosh. Well, give me a second. I don't think I really
Any Halloween suicide watch?
myself. Do you have anyone?
We're fighting for our lives today.
No, we're literally fighting for our fucking lives today. And like, just give me a beat. Just give me a fucking beat.
I am going to scare these kids so bad.
I don't know if the cameras can see, but Pippin.
What?
Pippin in this chocolate.
He's like,
I want it so bad.
I want it so bad.
All right, who are you putting on?
Okay, I'm putting on my curb stomp list. Any adults who really liked Wednesday on Netflix.
It's a children's movie or show. It was also so bad.
Was it bad? I didn't even fucking watch it because it wasn't appealing to me. And then when I got to work, I work at Netflix. When I fucking got to work after all this like Wednesday hoopla, the amount of people were like, you have to watch Wednesday. It's so good. I'm like, what? Why would I watch that? Yeah. Why would I watch it?
Yeah.
I'm 30 years old. Now 31. But why would I fucking watch that? It's
you know what's funny is I fully agree with you, but I also watched the entire thing.
Okay. Well, gonna have to beat the shit out of you.
I've been wrong. I've been down.
No, you're really wrong for that.
I'm wrong, man.
You're so fucking wrong for that.
Yeah,
okay, walk me through Wednesday then. But I'm not wrong, so you agree. So I have a good.
Well, I remember when I was watching it, I was so consumed with it. Does the thing that like detective movies do, where it's just like, who's the killer, and I have to know who the killer is.
Oh.
And that's really that's why you're still watching it.
Uh-huh.
It had all the like correct like pieces, or most of the correct pieces for it to be amazing.
Uh-huh.
And then it just kind of like wasn't, you know, like, and what I mean by that is that like
sounds
Jenna
like a Netflix
Ortega,
hit to me.
Right, exactly. Like I love Jenna Ortega, and I thought she was great casting, and she did great. Like she carried that thing on her back. And then like Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia.
Oh, Chef's Kiss. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
but she's in like 2 scenes.
Oh.
You know, and then like Tim Burton being behind it should have been a bigger deal. And
how do you feel about Tim Burton? How do you feel about people who really?
I don't
Tim
understand
Burton?
people that are crazy about Tim Burton. I don't.
Thank you. They're on the insufferable list. They're
kind of
on
are.
the fucking insufferable
The
list.
people that like are at like Hot Topic buying his
dead
merch.
ass.
Like those.
That's
those
what I was gonna say.
people, yeah.
Everyone in high school that was walking around in all the Tim Burton stuff, the night before Christmas, all of that stuff, like Tim Burton. Insufferable list. Yeah, Beetlejuice is a slam dunk.
Absolutely.
Me likey Beetlejuice. That's it. Oh, Edward Scissorhands. Great. Okay, that's great.
He puts out good movies, but
yeah,
it's
he
just
puts
like,
out good movies, but like,
do we need to suck his dick? He's like,
do we need to have all this fucking merch?
he's like the like sad girl. He's the sad girl's Quentin Tarantino.
He's the autistic girls. Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino's for autistic boys. Autistic girls are Tim Burton.
I'm fucking Tim Burton.
And Michael Bay is for everyone else.
Ew.
That was a really bad joke. I hope everybody liked the masticating on mic.
There's so many directors we can just like
Destroy.
Guillermo del Toro. He's so cute. I think he's so
I
adorable.
love Guillermo del Toro.
I know, because he loves his monsters.
I am going to scare these kids so bad.
That's Guillermo del Toro with
with Pinocchio. Pinocchio. I'm gonna scare these kids so fucking bad. I didn't watch. Again, I get to work and people are like, "Did you see Pinocchio?" I'm like, "That looks terrifying. Why would I watch Pinocchio? Why would I watch that?"
Was it good? Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it, Monica.
I heard good things about it, but I don't
think I
have
won an
Netflix.
Oscar.
I don't have Netflix anymore.
I think
I'm not paying your bills anymore, bitch.
What do you mean? Why don't you have Netflix anymore?
Because of password sharing, and I'm not buying my own account. So I'll watch it at my parents' house.
If you're broke, just say that.
I'm broke.
Okay, that's all you had to do. Boo-boo.
I'm coming back. If anybody wants to fund this bitch. I think I'm gonna add to.
Oh yes. Who are you going to add?
I have a thing, but I don't know if I want to put it on social suicide. I think I'm gonna put it on social suicide watch because it hasn't come out yet enough for me to like hate it to put it on the stomp list. But
Okay.
It has potential to cross over in the next year when it comes out. Oh. But there's that Frankenstein movie that Guillermo del Toro I think is doing.
Wait, is it the one with Emma Stone?
No.
Oh.
You're talking about Poor Things.
Oh, okay.
That is
but it's also Frankenstein-esque.
It's Frankenstein-esque, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But they're literally like A24 is making a Frankenstein movie.
A24 is making a Frankenstein movie.
I'm gonna find the press release because I'm just annoyed by the press release, and I'm just like,
is Mia Goth gonna be Frankenstein?
Mia Goth is in it.
No, she's not.
She's in it. You fucking knew it.
The way that I fucking knew it.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the queen of A24.
She is.
And she's so bizarre.
Dr. Frankenstein. Andrew Garfield is going to be in it. Oscar Isaac is going to be in it.
Every celebrity.
No, there's so many.
Is
and
trying to pop their fucking
you'll
pussy
never
for
guess
A24.
where it's going to be.
On Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Ay.
That's an old release.
So you're putting it on social suicide?
I'm putting it on social suicide.
Why?
Because I feel like they are like really gassing it up. Like whoever's at Netflix PR is gassing it up so much. And like here's Deadline article from March 15th, 2023, when they were talking about like, here's who could possibly play in Guillermo del Toro's like Frankenstein. And it's like these actors. And
holy shit.
I'm just and like every 3 months it has to be in the news type of a thing, and I just want to die.
Fascinating.
And it's just like it must be Netflix or whatever. Just like we're gonna hear whenever one of these actors takes a shit,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And like when we get like set pictures, when movies do that, when it's just like they want to keep the audience engaged every single moment they can.
Yeah, so they can create like so much buzz about this fucking movie. Yeah.
And I love Frankenstein as much as the next person. But
I quite literally
and we were just gushing over Guillermo del Toro.
I know, he's just so cute. Like his glasses make his eyes look like really big, and like he's just like so cute.
I love him.
He's so cute. And then the fact that he was like, I love my monster. Like what? That's
he
so
is
adorable.
in my head, and this might be fucked up to say, but in my head, he is like him and Bong Joon-ho are so similar. Like they are just like they're the same person born on different like continents.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Like they're just adorable, so silly, and then they're making such fucked up like little stories.
Dead ass.
But they're adorable little people.
They're like adorable little people.
Yeah.
And then just absolutely vile
just like
things.
They're just like the human psyche is absolutely fucked.
I just picture Guillermo del Toro like going home and playing with like little Legos. I don't know why. Like I know he's so like a very smart man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's a very accomplished human being, and I'm like, I just see him going home and playing with some little Legos.
He probably has a room of Legos.
I know. You know what?
Do you think he hates Funko Pops? God, I hope he does.
I really hope he does.
Yeah.
I hope he sees it as like cheap and like not like very like creative. Like no,
he's like holding a Funko Pop and a Lego in his hand, and he's like, "This is hard. This is trash.
This is trash." Because it's just like it's not his monsters. So much love and so much creativity. Go into his monsters. That does not happen on Funko Pops. You know.
No. Guillermo del Toro. That's my man.
That's my man. Thank you to my man.
All right.
All right.
Who should we try next? Should we try Dacia?
We could try Dacia.
Let's try Dacia.
Hello?
Hi, Dacia. You're on Social Suicide with Monica and Molly.
Hi, Dacia.
Oh my God. Hi. What's up?
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
We immediately thought of you. We're like, we have to call Dacia. It's our Halloween special right now.
Oh my God. Wow.
And we wanted to know, what are you being for Halloween?
I'm so sorry to disappoint. I don't know.
She's gonna be a cat for sure.
Hang up on her, Monica.
Yeah. So sorry. I'm so sorry.
This girl's a cat.
I actually don't really like Halloween.
This is actually so much more interesting.
Okay. What, you know what?
Tell us.
Yeah.
Do you have trauma?
No, I don't think so. I am like a very fearful person. Like I don't watch scary movies. I don't like spooks. I'm not interested in the Halloween horror nights. Like, don't sign me up. I will not come to your scary movie night. I don't want to participate. I like the spirit of. I like children's Halloween. You know what I mean? Like, give me Charlie Brown's Big Pumpkin, the Great Pumpkin.
I do love Charlie Brown. Yeah,
I love the fall aesthetic. I love the vibes.
Exactly. That I can absolutely partake in. But like adult Halloween, disgusting.
Oh yeah, no, I hate adult Halloween. Fuck a spirit Halloween. It's so gross.
Also,
that smells awful.
Smells bad. Yes.
We said the same thing. It smells fucking awful.
Bad. It
It's
smells
so
bad. It makes me gag.
Yeah.
It actually does make me gag.
No,
I went to
same.
Yeah.
Like I have a little anecdote about the smell and how it like I'm a very sensitive person, clearly.
I couldn't tell.
No, yeah, me who? No, that's creepy. No, in college, our dining center like decorated the lobby where you like swipe your card to go in to eat. They like decorated it like full crazy like Halloween, and I kid you not, I had to stop going to the dining center because the smell was so wretched that I would actually gag upon entering, and then I would lose appetite. It's not my holiday.
Yeah.
Call me on the Valentine's Day special.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I love Valentine's Day. Single or not, I'm like, I love everyone, and I want to. I give my friends.
Wow.
I do. I give my friends Valentine's on Valentine's Day.
That's so cool.
I wake up, put on pink, and then I'm like, oh my God, I love you today, you know?
That's so adorable.
We need more Dacia on this podcast.
Yeah, we need more Dacia on this podcast because we are so angry on this podcast all the time. I do wear pink on Valentine's Day, though. I will like dress cute.
Yeah, we love that.
But yeah.
For Valentine's Day, growing up, my dad would always show us this like, maybe like PBS video, like movie that was about like the first Valentine's, which was like the martyr.
Yeah.
From like Roman times. But he did the same thing. He like wrote letters to his friends, and that's why you do that. That's why it's like about love.
Oh,
because he would write letters to his friends from jail, and he would like make them in those little hearts
from jail.
I mean, at least that's what PBS said.
Wow.
PBS is never wrong.
And then he got murdered, but it's all because he loved Jesus. That's what this podcast is about.
Jesus Christ, Monica!
I literally can't. I can't stop talking about God.
How do you guys feel about like refinding God like in adulthood? You know how like there's like the kinds of people who are in adulthood and then they like find Christianity or Catholicism or whatever religion that they like identify with, and then they like really incorporate that into their lives, but then like you knew them as like this party person, but now they put like religion in their lives as a way of like discipline and like structure and belief.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Oh my God.
You're like, and you guys are like, this is not the podcast.
It literally just went to a religious college course.
I'm so sorry.
No, I usually, whenever people do that, I feel like they probably fucked up so badly at some point. And I don't know.
In my head, I was like, they were always going to do that. I think in my head, it's just kind of like the rhythms of life type of a thing.
Yeah.
You're going to grow up, you're going to mature, and you're going to be like, actually, I need the structure of religion. But like growing up myself and actually seeing it is a little bit more like, it's not as formulaic. It is like a little bit more rooted in like, oh, these people like have a need, you know, whether I believe it or not, like that these people are all on their own spiritual journeys. And I think that also people are like looking for quote unquote God in a lot of things. And like, you call it God, you call it the universe, you call it, you know, meditation.
Well, that like poses me to ask the next question to the both of you individually. Do you guys believe in God? Like, do you believe in something? Like, or I'm so sorry. I'm a Scorpio Mercury. Okay. It's as intense as it gets, okay?
I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
No, dude, I feel God on this podcast right now. I do. So I also grew up going to church, and when I was little, my parents said that I would say like really weirdly religious things, and I wasn't.
Like what?
Like my brother would do something bad, and I'd be like, Jesus is watching, and they'd be like, how do you know Jesus? Like, because like my parents were not taking me to church, and I don't know, it's just saying like weird little shit. Anyways, I've gotten like past life regression done and all these things. But as I got older and we were going to church a good bit, I noticed that all of just like really awful people in our town were at church. Yeah. They were really overtly racist and sexist and xenophobic and the whole fucking slew of things. And, you know, they were just really fucking awful people. So we stopped going, and I've never really liked the church. I'm a very spiritual person.
Yeah. In what sense?
Like, I've always been very intuitive, and like I've communicated with spirits and I've seen spirits and stuff, and I feel a very deep connection with my grandparents and like ancestors that have passed on, and that's my spirituality is very much more like I believe in God and I believe in Jesus, and I do believe, but I also believe in like I don't know, just like another like realm, and I think we all have spirit guides and that we have people watching over us, and if we lean into that, like it can be very helpful.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Oh
my God, she talks to ghosts.
Perhaps.
So crazy. Well, Dacia,
sorry to have made this like weirdly religious.
No, you literally came on this podcast and said God is an awesome God. He reigns.
Listen, you know, I love me a podcast with some deep questions. And I'm here, the Scorpio Mercury, to like help facilitate that when I can.
Anytime we want a little bit of NPR, we're gonna literally call Dacia and be like, let's have Dacia ask us some really high level fucking questions.
Yes.
I'm there.
I love that. She's so cultured. She's so educated.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not the kind of person who like finds value in work. I find value in literally my own damn life.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
Love it.
Yeah.
You gotta have some culture, babe.
You have to have some culture. Yeah, you can't get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Saucy.
Amazing.
All right. Well, it was lovely chatting with y'all.
Dacia, thank you so much for being on.
Happy Halloween.
I hope nothing spooky happens to you and you don't get scared.
I know. I hope you just have like a beautiful fall aesthetic Charlie Brown Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Dacia.
I hate LA.
Not us talking about God on.
Starting now, there is no more fucking God and Jesus on this fucking podcast. Holy shit! No, I'm like a spiritual person, but I'm putting my fucking foot down.
We've reached our quota for the year.
No, we have every single.
Wait, I love that it got you talking about your interactions with ghosts. Though,
and
spirits. Can you? I love how you missed it.
No, did you see how I missed it?
Can you expand upon that a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to hear, like, maybe just like tell us a couple stories.
Okay, so one thing which I think will give you a good kind of what my family was dealing with. With me, because I was always very much like a little adult. Like, you know, even as a kid, I kind of already just knew life and things. You know, clearly, like, but didn't, you know, I don't know. And one day, I remember my friend Caitlin and I was probably in preschool. We're sitting at my little Tykes play table in my room, and we were painting our nails. So I had to have been a little bit older, like 5 or 6, to be sitting there painting my nails. And we started talking about how we both have Uncle Carls. And I was always obsessed with my Uncle Carl for some reason. It's like I knew who he was. And he had only held me as an infant. It's my mom's uncle. He passed away when I was an infant. And I was just always obsessed. Like, I would point him out in pictures. Like, oh my God, it's Uncle Carl. It's Uncle Carl. Like, I know him. I've seen him. And everyone's like, you've only seen him when you were a baby. You don't remember him. And I was like, no, I see him all the time. And so my mom would just kind of like let that like pass. And so Caitlin and I were talking about how we both have Uncle Carl's. And the next thing I remember there being a really bright light in the room. And then the next thing I remember is we're running down the stairs, and I hop up on the counter, and I go, Mom, who's Emily? And she's like, we don't know an Emily. I'm like, yeah, we do. We know Emily. It was Uncle Carl's first wife. She died in childbirth. And
I just got chills.
5 or 6 years old, like verbatim. That's what I said. And my mom looked at me. She's like, oh my God. And she was like, immediately, she's like, grabbed the phone, called her mom, who is Uncle Carl's sister, and was like, Mom, oh my God. Like, my mom just thought I was like a hellion. Like, she's like, what the fuck is going on? But not really. She, like, my grandma was very intuitive too, and she would have like premonitions and stuff. So my grandma just explained it was like Uncle Carl watches after her. He was actually the oldest in the family, and I was actually the very youngest in the family.
Wow.
Yeah, so we kind of put that connection there, and that, like, you know, kids, they haven't been gone from heaven from a very long time, or like from the spirit world. So that was like one little thing. And when we first moved to Virginia, I was going into 3rd grade, and my bed was up against the window, and I looked out the blinds because the moon was like really, really bright, and I saw a like colonial man in like a 3-point hat just like standing there looking up at me. And
horrifying.
But at the same time, I was like, ooh, this is so Virginia right now.
It's giving Virginia.
It's giving colonial. It's giving Revolutionary War.
It's giving he's going to call me a witch and burn me at the stake.
Dead ass. But I sat there and like stared like forever, and then I was like, and then I was like, okay.
I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah. And then when I got older, it was very much just always encountering like really negative spirits. And yeah. And I could get more into it. Like, I had a spirit that was like attached to me. I think it was attached to my brother, and then it attached to me. And my brother was experiencing sleep paralysis a lot.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, so that's a sign. I hate to tell people, usually when you're being attacked by some kind of spirit, it's usually sleep paralysis. It's like, if you ever feel yourself...
Sleep paralysis demon.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
And when I was 16, all of a sudden I just had this awful nightmare where I was in my bed, and I could hear my brother playing his video games, like, because he played Halo, so he was loud as fuck. Yeah. So I could hear him be like, "Fuck you, you little bitch!" Like, and it was,
we all know those years
between lullaby.
2005 and 2009.
Yeah, like that was literally my life, but I couldn't move. And I kept I had the sense that something was there and was like laughing. And so in my dream, I like roll off my bed and I can't use my fucking limbs and I can't speak either. And I'm like crawling to my door and I reach up to grab the door handle and something manically laughs, grabs my ankle and yanks me under my bed. That was the first time I ever had sleep paralysis. And it was the scariest shit.
Dacia can't listen to the rest of the podcast.
She can't listen to this. It'll scare the fuck out of her.
Warning.
It would scare the fuck out of me. Like, I literally woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, didn't go back to bed. I just sat there with my light on.
No,
Like,
of course
what
not.
the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And then that was when I was about 16. And then when I went to college, drinking and drugs, all of that makes it like way worse. I had one of my friends is a medium. And when I got my first reading from her, and we weren't friends at the time, she was like, you think every house is haunted that you've lived in? I was like, yeah. And she's like, it's not the house that's haunted. And I was like, why would you
say that to me?
Why would you say something so fucking controversial to my face? What the fuck was that? I freaked the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck do I do then?
Like, the first thought that's in my head when you say something like that to me is that, like, I'm just like, why would you say that they're listening?
They're right here.
like if
what are
that's
you
true,
talking
then they're
about?
listening.
They're
Shut the
dead
fuck
ass.
up.
Well, that's whenever it's like when you then know of it,
Yeah.
they lose their power for sure. They're like, oh, son of a
okay.
bitch.
Okay.
Because it was
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's like naming your anxieties calms you down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you feel like you're a little bit of an empath or a little bit of an intuitive and you feel like your emotions are kind of all over the place, you have sleep paralysis, you might be having something kind of drain your energy a little bit. But that's when I started going to a shaman out here in LA, and he practices Santeria, and saw him a couple times and shook that spirit, and I've been fucking fine ever since.
Wow.
It's been nuts.
I mean, it's crazy that like it started at 16. So you're like, oh,
It started at
I'm
16?
Like, I'm not like, and until recently. So you're like, it's not, these are very recent memories.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like from the past 15 years.
Uh-huh.
So you're like, I can't really explain this away from like just being like a child with an active imagination.
Oh, exactly. And like,
You know,
whenever
like-
we were in college, my roommate, I lived upstairs and there were 2 girls downstairs, and the girl that lived below my room was like, I always hear heavy boot stomps
No.
in your room when you're not in there, or like when no one's here. And I was like, what the fuck? And I had sleep paralysis all the time in college, junior, senior year. And one time I woke up and my TV was blasting. And I roll over and I see just the black figure of a man standing by my closet. And then I just passed out.
I don't like this.
I know.
That just freaked me the fuck out.
That one was probably the scariest. That and like my sleep paralysis dream. Every time I had sleep paralysis.
I've had sleep paralysis like maybe once or twice in my life, and it was when I was like younger. Like I'd say some between the ages of like probably 11 and like 17.
And that's
18.
really scary.
Yeah.
As a kid. Yeah.
I vividly remember the worst one.
Yeah.
And it was like a dark figure chasing me. And in the dream, he throws a dagger at me and it hits me right in the middle of my chest. But it hits like a necklace I'm wearing, but it still goes in. And so, but it's like stopped a little bit. And I was so terrified, and I could feel the pain so intensely that I did like manage to wake up, and I had that pain like physically when I woke up. Yeah. And it was like, and if I could feel a presence in the room type of a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, no, when I would have it, sometimes it would almost like hug me from behind.
Right. That's what I
like
usually hear.
Whisper in my fucking ear.
Or like feeling like somebody's on top of you or holding your legs down.
Yes.
Is what I hear a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would wake up and I could still feel like someone was touching me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Oof.
Yeah. Not fucking cool.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Spooky. Very spooky.
This is a Halloween special for sure.
Oh, yeah. Now it just got super Halloween.
Yeah. Pippin's
Should we talk about God again?
What if God was one of us? Well, we have to call your mom. Big finale, you guys.
The worst one.
We're going to fact check everything Molly just said.
Oh, fact check it. We'll fact check it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice
She's
messaging
a sick
system.
bitch. I'm so
5,
sick
4,
of her.
0.
Where's her voicemail?
Oh, do you think she might be calling your phone just in case?
Call me later.
Call me later. She hates us.
There she is.
Hello.
Hi, welcome. You're on Social Suicide with Monica and Molly.
Hello. Nice to chat finally.
We're eating. We're out eating
Oh, where are you guys eating?
at that Mexican restaurant in Surf City.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys
I
going
sent
to
you
get?
pictures. I've already had mine. I got the fajitas. So what are y'all talking about today?
Oh, we're filming our Halloween holiday special, and we did a thing where we're calling everyone, and we're asking them the questions that we usually talk about. So, Mom, is there anyone that you want to put on a curb stomp list? Is there someone that if you ever saw them, you're gonna beat the fuck out of them?
I'd probably rather not say.
What does that fucking mean?
Who is it? Who could it be?
She's gonna say like Joe Biden or something,
Joe Biden's not gonna
or like
listen to
Hillary
this
Clinton.
podcast.
Who is it, Mom? Who?
I don't know.
Who first came to mind? Huh?
I couldn't think of anybody. I mean, a long time ago, I would have had quite a few.
Yeah, I think, this is really disappointing. You know, the first person that popped into my mind was my field hockey coach.
Oh,
That would be a good one.
Is there a story there? Can you tell us?
She was just such
She
a
would
cunt.
be a good one.
Yeah, she was just such a cunt.
Molly,
What?
she was so mean.
She was so mean.
So mean until she wanted something, and she was nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, one
She
of
was.
those.
She was.
She was just like, she would purposely make me mad and say shit about like my weight, even though I literally weighed 115 pounds.
Oh my God.
Like, she would just like, or say stuff like about how I played or who I was dating or anything that was like going on in my life that she knew to make me mad because she thought I would play better.
Remember when you ran out and you said you were going to key your car?
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
You're gonna key her car.
So I've been really violent for a long time, Monica.
I could tell.
And
I knew this was not something that developed overnight.
she put a handful of us in extended tryouts. So tryouts had already ended, but there are only like 2 or 3 spots on varsity. So she put like a handful of us to compete for the 2 to 3 spots that were on varsity, and I was in there. And once I found out that it was a bunch of like juniors, you know, like and we're all friends. And so I got so fucking angry. I like threw my stick and I said, I'm going to crucify your child and I'm going to key the fuck out of your car.
Molly.
She was a single mother. And her annoying little shit kid was always at practice. Like, get on
She
the
was
dad.
a single mother.
And she was a
I don't even know
dick.
where he came from. That's when everybody else quit, except you, right?
Yeah, I still continue to play because I was like, oh, I think I want like on my college applications to say that I played like a sport for like 8 years.
Wow.
Dedication.
Yeah. Wild.
And I went to Radford University.
Look at you now.
Look at me now.
Field hockey star.
I am. I'm a.
You were a badass.
I was. See.
Wow.
Oh, Mom! I was telling my mom my ghost stories, and Monica was like, wanted you to verify.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came down and you asked. You were talking about you saw Uncle Carl and Emily, and I was like, Emily. How do you know about Emily? And that because that was his first wife who died in childbirth.
Yeah.
Because the only one you knew was his second wife, Aunt Madge.
Mm-hmm.
And I called Ma, and she's like, "Oh, Molly's got the gift."
Oh my God, she does.
She's got the gift. See, I'm telling you, my grandma was intuitive. Ma, I am, and then so is my dad's mom.
Wow.
Yeah, Nanny has some stories too. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Crazy.
It is crazy. And my mom hasn't seen or heard shit.
Wild.
I've just been ignoring it.
I was gonna ask,
scared
what's
to
your
answer.
reaction? Yeah. Are you scared of her? Are you scared of Molly?
Not really. Dennis thinks she's a little wacko.
Dennis thinks she's a little wacko. All right, well, Dennis can eat shit. We literally have never listened to Dennis in his whole entire life.
Poor Dennis.
And we never found that jar. Daddy was just going to tell them landscapers his daughter was a witch.
Oh, yeah,
And better not touch the jar.
Okay, so I did
this one.
Oh my God, you're gonna think I'm so crazy. I made a money spell jar. Okay, you can just like go on Pinterest and look up spell jars.
I've
you
heard
know,
of these,
yeah, they're like little manifestation jars. And so I made one for money because I'm broke, and so I made it. And you do all the like, you put actual money in there and crystals and like all the herbs that bring in like prosperity and money and whatnot. And I burned like a green candle over it. You hide it away for a year.
Thank you.
And then that 1 year later, exactly, you bury it. Mm-hmm. So I buried it in my parents' like front flower bed. Well, now they're fucking pulling up the fucking flowers. I was like, you're going to disturb my money jar.
That's definitely worked.
Which has obviously worked. I'm in $16,000 of debt. It obviously has fucking worked. And they never found it. So I guess I did bury it deep enough. So I guess just leave it. But like my parents were trying to fucking bury it, like to like pull it up because they're about to have workers come and like add shit. And then I guess my dad's just gonna tell them like, just put it back in the fucking dirt. That's my daughter's.
Sorry, my daughter's a witch.
Sorry, my daughter's a dumbass.
Yeah, if you touch that jar, you get a spell.
Yeah, you do.
They're gonna start getting warts, and they're gonna blame you. I do have one question, which is, what was Molly's best Halloween costume when she was a kid?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Oh my God, I just wanted to dress Precious, and we got a catalog in the mail, and she picked out a Marilyn Monroe costume.
I didn't even know who that bitch was.
You're just like,
I was dying.
Oh,
I still have it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was hot pink, but I made Molly wear a turtleneck underneath.
I was trying to
Why
be
would they make
Monica and Molly?
Why would they make that costume for
and it
children?
was the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. It was the pink dress with the big pink bow and the pink gloves.
I have no
How
idea.
can you not choose that one?
How could I not choose that one?
That's
though?
so fabulous.
I literally said slay from a very young,
I'll
ripe
have to
age.
send y'all some pictures.
It looks so stupid because I have the bulkiest pink turtleneck on underneath. And then I had like stick straight hair. My mom had to just try so hard to fucking curl it.
Oh.
And it's just like so tight.
And then the other time you dressed like that old lady.
Oh my God, yeah. Then a couple years later, I was like, I want to be
evil.
scary. So I got like a scary old lady mask from Walmart and just wore like a black cape. It was horrible. I hated it.
But you were a witch. You were a witch a lot of times.
I was like a witch like 3 or 4 years in a row.
And now you are a witch.
And now I am a witch.
That was your favorite.
With a money spell jar in my parents' flower bed in North Carolina. Well, Mom, this was really great.
It's been a pleasure.
All right, Monica will probably delete everything.
No, you behaved yourself. You behaved yourself.
You did amazing.
All right, y'all have fun.
We will. We'll talk to you later. Bye, Mom.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
What a bitch.
So sweet.
No, like so nice. She actually like really behaved herself.
She really behaved herself.
She's so fake.
Just like you. As soon as these cameras are on, she's a different person. Well, anything interesting going on?
Anything interesting going on?
Most interesting thing about this Halloween?
Most interesting thing about this Halloween.
I have one.
Okay, go.
I'm going to Mexico City.
Oh my gosh, wait.
For Dia de los Muertos.
No way. Wait, when do you leave?
In Mexico City the 29th.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. Have you ever done that before?
I've never been to Mexico City.
Are you going with friends?
I'm going with friends.
That's so cool.
So
oh my gosh.
That's the most interesting thing about this Halloween. Most boring thing is
she
probably,
really said Coco.
Yeah. I said, guess who's gonna cry listening to Coco on the plane over? Because who can watch that movie and not cry?
No, that shit wrecked me. That shit wrecked me.
I bet Guillermo del Toro cried watching that movie.
You know he
He's
did.
like, my monsters.
My monsters. He's so cute. I want like a little Build-A-Bear of Guillermo del Toro.
I do too.
Would that be so cute to have?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. And I've never really watched a lot of his movies, but I think that's
Pan's
cute.
Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies ever.
That's the one with the eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked scary. That's why I didn't watch
very
it.
scary.
I watched the one with
Shape of Water.
No. Crimson.
Oh, Crimson Peak.
Yeah, I watched
liked
that one. Yeah.
That one seems like your vibe, actually.
Yeah, that's why I watched
a very
it.
Vibe,
I love a good period piece.
Yeah, yeah. You love a corset.
I love a corset.
You
I
love
love that I
little
got to
sexy lace moment.
Exactly. And I loved seeing what's his name's ass.
Oh,
Tom
Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston, that little British ass.
Very hot boy.
I was like, oh, I get to see his ass. I better turn on Crimson Peak. Yeah. Oh, it's Victorian.
Damn, I kind of want to watch that tonight.
I deadass. I'll watch it again. And it wasn't as spooky as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
so
which I liked.
Yeah, I liked it too. I saw Taylor Swift Era's movie.
Oh.
And I was like, I want to be Taylor Swift for Halloween. And look, I'm Gaylor.
You're Gaylor.
Yeah, but maybe for
way.
Halloween, maybe I'll try and put together like an outfit like from her Eras tour or something.
Okay, you're boring me. That's the most boring thing about this Halloween for you. That's boring as hell.
Jesus Christ. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? The most interesting thing? I don't know. The only plan that we've like I might be Chris Moltisanti if you're going to be Tony Soprano. If you
Do you want to go to my friend's party?
If you want me to go,
Yeah.
I'll go.
Let's go.
Well, I got to order a neck brace. I got to be Chrissy.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm literally going to get a Chrissy wig. I have the sunglasses. I can do it.
Oh my
I can
God.
do it.
I'm so ready. I think we're done.
I think we're done too.
Yay.
That's a wrap.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
We hope you get lots of candy.
And sleep paralysis. Have a
And-
good night.